ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening all and welcome back to the Atlantis Resort for your second look at sports. Coming up on Monday, the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament will tip off at the historic A.F. Alley Gym. Theophilus Clarish, he's the principal at A.F. Alley, and he says this year's tournament is going to be one of the best ever.
We're looking at 32, maybe possibly 33 teams. We have all of the government schools except Government High will be in it. From New Providence, we have 6 schools from Grand Bahama. We have most of the private schools who have entered. Our biggest influx this year is coming from the Family Islands, because we actually having schools. Last year we had Harper Island, but this year now we also have Central Eleuthera. We have Abaco Central Secondary coming in, North and South Andros sending teams in, and we have 2 teams this year from Turks and Caicos who are coming in.
The schedule and the pools for this year's tournament will be released on Thursday. Some track and field this past weekend. It was over there in North Andros, the North Andros High School Invitational Track and Field Classic. Some 13 schools took part. We had a chance to speak with the head coach of North Andros Seminoles, John Ingram.
The kids did a very good job today. They showed what they had practiced for, and the hard work pays off.
What do you think about the competition overall from the rest of the islands as well?
Well, the competition level was kind of low. The numbers were low this year. We only had about 400 entries. We usually up to like 6 and 7 and above. But the kids, other than that, they did a pretty good job with the numbers they had today.
Would it be the reason conflict between y'all and Exuma?
Well, I think it was a conflict, because everybody wants to go to a new island, Exuma, and Exuma is a pretty island, so you wouldn't want to miss that.
How do y'all now build on to make things not like this last year or even better?
Well, we plan on doing more advertisement. This year we didn't really advertise and push as much as we supposed to, but this year we can concentrate more on getting it out there, the meat out there,
North Andros School's principal Stephen Sands also speaking about this year's Track and Field Classic.
This is our 27th year from holding this particular meet. And in all the years I've been here, this has been one of the most successful because we have had the most teams that come down from the other islands in the Bahamas than any other year. And in addition to that, we'll be able to change some things from last year and previous years that allowed us to bring out more fans, bring fans from further in the Bahamas. We're trying to get them from further and further. As a matter of fact, next year we intend to upgrade the meet to at least about 40 schools.
The islands were buzzing this weekend, not only in North Andros, but also over there in Exuma, where Stephen Knowles and Widdy K won the Class C Regatta.
We're always a good sailing boat, and we always try our best to be on top, and a lot of times we do end up on top, but I would have liked to see the crazy partner out, and the 2 races today, the Eunice didn't sail either because of a broken mast, but other than that, the same boats as last year.
Well, we had to move from the Atlantis Resort to the National Tennis Center, where we have some breaking news coming into you tonight from the president of the BLTA, Deron Donaldson. And Deron, be blunt about it. What's happening?
I understand a rumor circulating out there that the BLTA is pending suspension, but as far as I know, we haven't gotten that death sentence from the ITF yet to say we are facing suspension. There is a pending matter going on. As you would remember, 2 years ago, we had the WTA here, and there was financial problems with that matter, and of course it's a national association. You take that blow, you have to absorb it. Any promoter defaults, organizer defaults, the national association takes the blow. Now it would have been over probably, I would say, $200,000 in debt, and it's a pending issue. We're dealing with it, and hopefully we don't get that death sentence.
And that's going to be our time here at the Ocean Club Golf Course. We'll have much more from the Atlantis Resorts coming up tomorrow. On behalf of my cameraman Timothy Wilson, it's been a pleasure, and we'll see you tomorrow.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.